So great. Okay, so Abhinav, you talked to me earlier really powerfully, actually, about how experiencing the reality on the ground has really helped you to make a big impact. Please tell us about your experience.
Yes, so I'm one of the co-founders of Voyage, which is a social venture that works with women coffee farmers in Costa Rica and Nepal. Nepal is where I'm from. And we provide them with greater market facilitation through an e-commerce platform that can ensure them to have higher financial stability in the communities where they come from. And as you asked, working in these communities and working in Costa Rica and Nepal, I've learned the value of immersing oneself in the community while working to understand the challenges and some of the stereotypes that we hold in academia or in our preconceived notions, and challenging that by actually immersing ourselves in the communities. That really allows us to break some of those stereotypes and understand the challenges in the communities and co-create solutions that work for the communities. And so in my first research trip in Costa Rica, we visited some of our coffee farming families. And in our visits, we were able to understand some of the notions that we hadn't thought about before. For example, the first thing we had thought about before we started the business was that we were only going to work with women coffee farmers. But when we went to these families and these communities, we understood that we cannot actually exclude women and just work with them, because men have to be an equal part of the conversation. Because at the end of the day, even if we just work with the women, the income, the revenue is then controlled by the men in the community. And so how do we bring them as part of the conversation and work with them as partners and allies? That is the key question that we have addressed at Voyage. And over the past year, it has allowed us to work with 7 smallholder families, a place where the men, and we promote the men to be equal partners, and to provide that space, that safe space for women to be able to grow as entrepreneurs. And we've been able to actually increase their income up to 300%. And over the years, we hope to expand that throughout the world in different coffee communities.
Amazing. Very he for she.